Hello again. I've got a bit of an EDC gear recommendation. These are just some accessories for knives and multi-tools and gear as a whole overall that I'd highly recommend. These are some things that I wish I'd gotten sooner, to be honest. A lot of these things I wish I got sooner, but to be honest, I was kind of deterred by the price, and a lot of the time I thought that's kind of a rip-off, or I could probably just make it myself. But these items here, I'm so glad that I have. Overall, I found that it's improved EDCing. So the first thing I bought, if memory serves, is just a chain. This one is actually made by Victorinox, or at the very least, they sell it on their website. This is just a length of chain, probably 15 inches long. These are good because, of course, you could clip your Swiss Army knife to them, or any other knife. Any knife with a keyring or a bail. Now that's good because you can hook that to the loop of your jeans. That stops you from losing your knife or multi-tool. But not only that, it also prevents someone taking it off of you. So if somehow someone noticed you had a knife in your pocket, even if they did manage to grab it, which of course is a very highly unlikely situation, they're not going to be able to. And another reason is you might be in an area that has high knife crime. Now, something like this may help satisfy the police. Although knives like this are illegal to carry almost everywhere, certain areas, I'm thinking of London of course, have ridiculous levels of knife crime, and even a small non-threatening pocket knife like this with a blade length of less than 3 inches, which is non-locking, the police might not like that, and this might just help to show that you're a responsible person, and this knife isn't going to be used in crime. I just feel like that. I don't know. I just feel like that's a good look. If you have that in your pocket on a chain, it just stops someone taking it off of you. Okay, another thing. These little pocket clips here. Now you see them on several different knife websites. You see them on Amazon, eBay, and of course you see all over YouTube and social media. Now the problem with these is they're bloody expensive, or at least the original ones are. I think the original design is a company called Tech Accessories. I think they're the original designers. Problem is, if you try to buy the originals from somewhere like Heine Haynes, you're looking at £10 for 2 of them. Now I don't know about you, but that's an awfully lot of money to me for such a small clip. Now, I didn't pay all that for these. Hell no. I got a clone off Amazon. Now, I've kind of got mixed feelings of clones and knockoffs and things like that. This is literally just a piece of folded metal. I got 3 of them off Amazon for £1.79. Just go on Amazon and type in pocket knife clip and have a scroll around, and you'll probably find them. They're the exact same thing. It's a clone. Now, I've never had the originals, but I don't care what the difference in quality is, because to be honest, if you were to put these side by side, you're not going to notice a difference. I mean, these are excellent for what I use them for. I think I have about 6 of these in the rotation. I have them on several Swiss Army knives. This is it here on the Victorinox Ranger. I also like to have one on my Mini Champ. Okay, so this is one that you probably all have already, but I really do feel the need to add this. We'll put the wave in here as well. The clip, the Leatherman clip for the Leatherman Wave, Surge, Charge, etc. I know most of you already have these, but I only got them last year. I've only had one of these for the last 6 months. Now, I've had Leathermans for, I don't know, I want to say 7 years now. And only just now have I decided to get one. They're not that expensive, but they're not necessarily cheap either. What did I pay for this? Like, I feel like it was about £10. You get the clip itself, which clips onto all of these multi-tools, all of this style. It doesn't fit on the rebar or the super tool or anything like that. But this is what you get, this clip, and you also get this lanyard ring, without the lanyard of course, I made that. But it's compatible with all those models, and you can see there how easy it is to get on and off. So you only really need one to go between them all, unless you really are, you know, in a rush or something, or you really, if doing that every single time will get on your nerves, then maybe get more than one. But to me, one does absolutely fine. Like I said, it took me a really long time to finally bite the bullet and buy these, and my god am I glad I did, because that makes carrying these multi-tools so much more enjoyable, so much easier. It stops it sitting in the bottom of your pocket. Now the other thing, I do have the two of them, but for some reason I only picked up the one. The bit kit, again, I only just recently got the bit kit. My god, does this make your multi-tool so much more useful. I don't know how many times I used these two bit kits with my Leatherman surge today to fix chairs for my mum and my brother. It made life so much easier. It's so much nicer being able to grab these, the two of these. They usually come in a 2-pack. You get the two sets of these, which gives you about, I think it has 20 or so bits. Anyway, it gives you a combination of about 42 tools, which is fantastic. Now that is so much easier to just grab these two, grab your Leatherman Surge or your Leatherman Wave, stick it in your pocket out the door to whatever it is you need to do, over looking through your toolbox or through your shed to find a bunch of different screwdriver bits to, you know, go, does this fit, and then having to take them all back. Something I wish I had a long time ago. And that's one of those things that I thought to myself, yeah, I'm going to make those. Now, it was never going to happen, was it? Okay, so this isn't necessarily for knives, but I feel like it should be thrown in there anyway, because that's what I'm using it for. I put these on this Turbo Flame jet lighter, and I've also got one of my Victorinox Pioneer. We're not talking about the cord, we're talking about the plastic thing. This is a zipper pull lock, I think they call it, or something like that. Anyway, they're relatively inexpensive. I think you get them for like, I don't know, £3 for 10 off Amazon. This is what they look like. The idea is you select your own piece of paracord, so of course in my case it was orange, cut it to the desired length, feed the two ends through there, and then squeeze it shut. There you go. Simple. I mean, to me, that's really affordable. I mean, put it this way, I've got much more to grip onto now, and I'm less likely to lose this lighter, say I'm out in the woods, because I've now got this orange cord on here. Same with knives. I think that's a worthy investment. Similarly, now these aren't quite so worth it, but these are the genuine Victorinox lanyards. These cost about £1.50 each, which is bloody expensive. So you're looking at about £1.50 for this exact thing that's in my hand. Obviously in clean condition, I've used this quite a bit. £1.50 for that's quite expensive. And some places are selling it even for £3 just for one, which is bloody insane. So I think that's a better option, but of course it's nice to have a genuine Victorinox product on your Victorinox Swiss Army knife. This isn't really something I've used so much myself, but these screwdrivers are really nice to have. At one point I just bought about 5 of them to put it on a variety of my most used Swiss Army knives. Although I don't wear glasses myself, several people I know do. My girlfriend wears glasses, of course my mum and dad wears glasses, my friend wears glasses, so you know these are really handy to have. And these cost about £1.50 each. So if you have a Swiss Army knife, they don't all come with them. Some Swiss Army knives, such as the Swiss Champ and the Compact, come with the mini eyeglass screwdriver as standard. Some of them don't. So if you've got a Swiss Army knife, say a Spartan or a Huntsman, that doesn't have it, you should definitely buy one and stick it in there. Now, not only that, it actually also works with the Leatherman Juice series of multi-tools. I'm not really sure if it really works with any others. I don't think it works with the Boker Plus Tech Tools or anything like that, which is a shame. But it does work in the Leatherman Juice. And the final item, which is probably the most exciting for most of us, and probably one of the lesser known items, is a Quick thumb stud. Now, this is an aftermarket product from a company called Quick. That's K-W-I-K. I think I first seen these on Cutlery Lovers channel probably a few years ago. Now, I'm pretty sure I ordered that thumb stud at the same time as I ordered this Manly Wasp here. Uh, this basically lets you lets you open almost any knife with one hand, give or take. Some of them don't really fit. Some of them do fit, but it's more hassle than it's worth. But with the Manly Wasp, these work excellent, and that will fit on most pocket knives. Now, the price of these, actually, I should probably tell you how to use it, shouldn't I? It's literally just got a grub screw in there. It comes with an Allen key. You loosen off the grub screw, you slide it over, tighten it up, boom, simple. And that allows you to open it one-handed. But of course, that's only applicable in countries or locations where you're legally allowed to carry a one-hand opening knife. Now, where can you get these? Almost everywhere. You can get it on Heine Haynes. I think Knives and Tools sells them. Pretty much anywhere that sells knives, I would imagine, would sell these. You could probably find them on Amazon and eBay. Now, £8 for that. And by the way, you also get a brass version. I've just got the, satin version. £8 for what it is, kind of expensive. I don't even think they're made in the USA either. I think these are probably made in China. Now, this is a great accessory to have for your knife, although it's kind of expensive. That said, I actually decided to Google it. I just Googled buck knife thumb studs because these thumb studs are closely associated with the buck knives, because that's the knife that is advertised to be used on, and that's a very common knife. If you type in buck knife thumb stud, you'll find these. To my surprise, I found a 3-pack on eBay for less than £2. Now, that to me sounds like a much better deal than what I paid for this, although this is original. It's kind of the same story as these, getting 2 for a tenner or 3 for £2. I mean, I think even the best of us who don't like to buy knockoffs or copies would much rather buy these. Now, on that note, I just watched a video by Clarky's Cutters. I'm pretty sure he said that he got one off AliExpress for less than £1. That's pretty good also. So, I thought I'd throw that out there. Alright, that pretty much concludes today's video. I hope you found that interesting. I'll see you later.